Hello there, my beautiful people. Welcome to our channel BondhuHolic, and this is your BondhuHolic Nabiha. And welcome to part 2 of Sonadia travel vlog. In case you haven't seen part 1, please note I have done the part 1 on my beach camping in a beautiful virgin island of Cox's Bazar named Sonadia. For your convenience, I'm gonna keep the link of part 1 in the description box. Here in part 2, I'm gonna discuss about the facilities we haven't received, some awareness statement, the utility scarcity we are gonna have, the summary and the cost of the whole trip in a nutshell, extra costs, etc. I hope you had a clear understanding of the upcoming discussion. So without any delay, let's go for the rush talk. I don't find this shawl quite comfortable, so let me change it. What do you think? Yes, I think it's much better. What do you think? First, I would like to talk about the transportation. As you can see in part 1, you can take 2 ways. First, you can take a motorboat, and second, you can take a speedboat. In motorboat, it will take you around 90 minutes to reach Sonadia. On the other hand, if you're going to take the speedboat, it's going to take only 25 minutes max. As number 2, I can say, yes, the motorboat is more time consuming, but at the same time, you can take 16 to 17 people. If you're planning a trip with more people, I think motorboat will be a very good option. And speedboat, you can take 4 to 5 people. The cost for taking the motorboat and the speedboat is same, a round trip of 5,000 taka. The second point is the facilities you are not going to get. Number 1, you have to be very much careful that there is a very limited water supply there. What basically they are doing, they are taking the water from a very different area. They are carrying the water and they are putting it into a tank. If the tank water is over, there is no water supply. So be very much cautious, especially with the water consumption while you're using it. Consume wisely, think about others. The second challenge you'll be facing, you'll be fine until afternoon. But once it will get darker, there is a very limited supply of electricity. BondhuHolics, remember, this was my second Sonadia beach camping. Before that, I have already done the camping in Sonadia, but I haven't taken Sonadia Campfire Resort. Over there, they have placed the beautiful tents in front of the beach, but there were no electricity except the torch lights. It was really very scary, especially at night after evening, because everywhere you're gonna see darkness. So this time I'm very glad that we have picked Sonadia Campfire Resort, because as they have a very limited supply of electricity, they have minimum 1 energy saving light they have used in the dining space and in the kitchen. So at least they have some electricity. If I compare that with my previous Sonadia camping, this time we at least got lights. Number 3, washroom, which is very, very important if you are one of the people who prefers hygiene like me. Please keep that in mind. This is not a 5-star resort. This is a resort where you're gonna feel that you are part of the nature, and you're gonna get everything eco-based, okay? So I'm glad. If I compared it with my last Sonadia beach camping, at least Sonadia Campfire people, they have prepared a sanitary toilet where they have covered the toilet, and they have 2 toilets. It's with a lower commode, but you are getting a toilet. Because I remember last time when I have been to Sonadia and I haven't picked the resort, it was shocking to me because the washroom was just covered with plastic, and the roof was open. There was a tree on me, and it was an open sky, and that is the washroom. Like, if you pick Sonadia Campfire Resort, you're gonna get a washroom with a covered space. It's a good washroom. Like, it's a clean one. They have constructed it nicely. They have built it with bamboos and woods. So this is okay. Now, essentials, what you should carry while you will pack your bags. They will not provide you towels, so it's better if you carry your own towel, shampoo, soap. If you are a conditioner fan, then please carry conditioner. Take hand sanitizer, because over there, as I said, there will be very limited water supply, so sanitizer will play a great role, and especially there is COVID as well, so sanitizing is very important. Take comb, take toothbrush, toothpaste, because as I said, this is not a hotel. This is not a 5-star or 4-star or 3-star or 2-star or even 1-star hotel where you're gonna get these kind of facilities ready. So while packing your bags, it's very important that you carry these kind of things. As a tip, I'm gonna suggest you please carry torchlights. It's very important. Over there, you're not going to get electricity supply, so have power banks charged. If it's a 1-night trip, like the way we have planned, I think 1 power bank would be okay. Take your chargers with you. I think while you are planning a trip, music is very important. So take power banks charged to charge your Bluetooth speaker, because I think in this kind of a camping, we prefer loud music because it's a virgin beach, and in the island, as I have said in my previous video, I was there in the month of November, and over there we had almost 1 or 2 group of tourists. So it was almost an empty ocean and an empty island in front of our eyes. So we played music, we danced. It was a beautiful experience. I would suggest that you shouldn't carry much cash over there or much valuable stuff. Enjoy the trip. Do not carry much valuable things. I think I would suggest that avoid branded watches and like branded jewelry, accessories, branded stuff. I think you need to avoid it. You are not going to get any locker over there. So I would suggest as a tip that you should take the small locks with small keys so that you can lock your bag up and you can keep your things secure. Though I find the Campfire Resort people, they were quite naive, innocent, and trustworthy, but I think it's for your own mental peace and it's for your own safety that you keep your things secured and you take the responsibilities of your things by yourself. As your security, because you are new to that place, 1 or 2 boys from Sonadia Campfire Resort will be there with you in a separate tent so that you feel secured and they can give you support services.
2, 1, jump!
As a suggestion, I can say, if you are planning a trip for more than 5 people or 4 people, taking the motorboat would be a wiser option, because then you can enjoy the boat journey all together with all your friends at the same time. As a tip I can say, because this is a challenge with me every time I go for traveling, I make my backpack very heavy. Keep your backpacks very light so that it can be movable. And it should be a backpack with very less most essential things. This kind of campings should be preferable in the season of winter, because over there, as I said, very limited electricity supply, no fan, no light. For me personally, I prefer good smell, so carry your body perfume. Very important, very important. Carry your body perfume or scents so that you smell good, because as you'll be running, dancing, jumping into water, not taking the shower properly, because as I said, this will not be as cool as your own bedroom's washroom. So smelling good will keep you more fresh. You can keep a mouthwash. With the bonfire, they will keep the dry leaves, breeze, and everything there, kerosene oil and everything. But you have to make your own bonfire by yourself. So learn one or few tricks how to make a bonfire. We have done the tenting near the beach, which was quite far from the washroom. So remember, once you are going to bed and you are going to the place near the sea, and especially to your tent area, you need to keep in mind that at the middle of the night, you can't go back to the washroom, because then you need to walk almost 20 minutes in the darkness with the help of your torchlight. You have to come back there in the resort, and then you have to use the washroom. With boys it's different, but with girls it's a challenge. So I would suggest, before you are going to the tent area, and if you have placed the tents near the ocean, I would suggest that you finish your washrooms and everything, and you come, all the nature calls, and you come back to your beautiful tent setup. Beach is sandy, so pick your shoes very carefully. Take very comfortable chappals or sandals, like sponge sandals, so that you can walk around. As I said, very limited water supply, you can't, and they are not providing you soaps and everything, so you can't wash your feet. And if you are wearing the kets or shoes for quite longer, it will be smelly. Carry a very lightweight sponge shoe, chappals or sandals. I believe I have covered up all the facilities we got and all the facilities we didn't get. Before finishing it up, I would like to give a very brief or summary of the whole trip and the facilities we have received from Sonadia Campfire Resort. Before giving the exam, the last minute revision, the notes or the summaries of the whole chapter is very important, so that we can deliver a successful exam. Same goes for traveling or planning any trip. If you're planning any trip, before going to the travel, have a knowledge, have a research, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what backpacks you should, what things you need to carry, what things you are not supposed to carry. So in the nutshell, I want to tell you, from Sonadia Campfire Resort, you are going to get lunch, dinner, barbecue meal with chicken only. And on the next day, they're going to serve you a breakfast. In the lunch, they have served us rice, chicken, aloo bharta or smashed potato. At night, they have served us rice, aloo bharta or smashed potato, and 1 fish curry. And on the next day morning, they have served us khichdi and egg. Khichdi is a blend of rice and dal, so it's a bit sticky rice, yellowish in color. This description is for those people who doesn't understand what is khichdi. It's a local food They're gonna serve you teas 2 times a day. We had taken the tea after the lunch and after our dinner. About the tent, let me remind you that we have taken the package of 900 taka. Where the tent setup was in front of the sea. We preferred that because in the morning we wanted to listen to the beautiful roar of the sea. Woo! We have done our trip in the month of November, so it was not that much cold. In the tent they have provided us 2 pillows, 1 double-sized blanket, and a cork sheet to sleep on it. But if you're planning the trip in winter season where it's freezing cold, I would suggest that you should take another option of tenting where they're going to provide you the tents which will be set up on a bamboo stool, and they will also provide you mattress to sleep on it. In a tent, 2 people can stay at the same time if we consider the space. Extra cost in the trip and the facilities we have taken, which Sonadia Campfire Resort didn't put into the package. Number 1 is the coconut water we have taken, which was around 40 to 50 taka per coconut, and another cost of coral fish, which was 3.7 kilogram, and they have charged us extra 1700 Bangladeshi taka. We were 13 people. We have taken the motorboat, which costs us 5,000 taka for a round trip, which we have divided among 13. The package which Sonadia Campfire Resort has given to us was 900, and the extra 40 or 50 taka for the coconut. So the total cost was around per person from Cox's Bazar to Sonadia. So this was the overall cost. So now I believe you have received the clear message of the whole Sonadia Campfire Resort and my travel trip to the beautiful virgin island of Cox's Bazar, Sonadia. If you have any query, you can drop your comments down. Hopefully I'm going to reply it. If you want to follow my page, you can follow my Facebook page and my Insta page. The name of my Facebook page is BondhuHolic, and the name of my Insta page is BondhuHolic Nabiha. So you're going to get the links in the description of my pages. Still the winter season is going on. Go grab your bags, grab your BondhuHolics and run to Sonadia. The discussion is over. Hope you are going to stay healthy, happy and spread the information.